Welcome, Taurus, to your monthly readings. We are looking at the month of May. I'm going to cut the cards first. I'm going to see what we have on the bottom. We have Six of Michael. I'm also going to take this card. We have Knight of Raphael. Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay. So, this looks like a turnaround. Now, May does tend to suggest there's a really big turnaround in energy, which is really, really exciting. However, it's also quite intense. It's a bit turbulent at times. So let's have a look at what is happening for my lovely Tauruses in the month of May. We have 1, 2, and 3 from this pack. Learn to say no, empower yourself, and worth the wait. This is fabulous. With the Knight of Raphael coming in, this is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Right. There's two different avenues of energy coming in for you, Taurus, and I'm thrilled about both of them. Now, one is slightly easier than the other. One is very celebratory. Romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective, the Knight coming in, committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. And then worth the wait is something or someone not moving forwards as fast as you would like. This card is here to reassure you, hold fast, be patient. The best things in life are worth waiting for. What I hear in this card, along with the Knight of Raphael, is that something that you have been waiting for is coming in. And I am truly, truly thrilled for you. Something you've been waiting for is arriving. Now, that's what I would call the high vibration, the amazing thing. Now, there is more amazingness coming through, but in a slightly more challenging way. The other kind of energy that I'm seeing here is the Six of Michael energy, where something is finishing. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel, and the learn to say no. Now, I'm not saying this is in any way not positive. I am seeing this as being an incredibly positive month for you. But I do think you're going to be stepping up and empowering yourself. And if you are someone who just would prefer life to be easy, steady, nothing turbulent going on, then this may feel a little bit wibbly wobbly. But there's basically something that you are, like literally something is coming to an end. You're going to say no to something. You're going to complete something. And there is something very empowering in that energy. Now let us just draw tarot cards as well and see what else can be clarified around this for you. I will be doing extended readings today as always, though I'm looking very specifically this month at actually opportunities and possibilities, how they're coming through for you. Let's have a look. We have this and this and this and this. Let's look at these for you. We have the King of Cups, wow, and we have the Devil. How interesting. We have the two kings. My goodness me. King of Cups, King of Wands. You've got Maiden of Wands. You've got the World. So we're seeing something coming to a completion, and you have the Empress. Let me put these cards sort of in the middle. If we need to, we can draw more, but I suspect this is going to tell us everything we need to know about the key energy for you during the month of May. With two kings, I am seeing serious empowerment, and with the King of Cups, also a real acknowledgement for those of you that, I was going to say for those of you who are looking for love, but actually this is more than this. I think this is love coming in to your world, whether this is love of yourself, whether this is a new romantic interest, whether it's a rekindling of an existing relationship that kind of lights up again, or whether, as I said, whether it's brand new, something you have been waiting for is coming in, something you are going to love. Simultaneously, something is ending. The Devil is a card that really tuning it. If we think about the fact that you have learned to say no along with the Devil, this is saying no to something. This is literally, it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, if you have been, I don't know, even like if you've been feeling stuck or procrastinating, you can sort of say no to that energy. Just seeing the dog in the boat here, sitting here. I don't know if you can see this with the Six of Michael. Look at this dog here, really caught my eye. Loyalty. I see someone coming in who is really loyal to you this month. If your loyalties have been split or divided, or you've had, if there's any addictions in any of you that you've been struggling to work through, you can say no to them. There's a real sense of empowerment here. I'm seeing you really rise up, feeling good about yourself. It brings about this flavour, I mean, of new beginnings. With the Maiden of Wands, this is the Page of Wands in a traditional pack. And the Page of Wands is so full of vitality, promise, creativity, excitement, a new adventure. Some of you may even travel. You could travel or you could relocate. Now something is coming to an end with the world, but also a new beginning is arriving. I mean, this really is both the completion of something and something new. I notice we have Saturn sitting here in the middle of this egg shape here as well. Saturn is a great teacher. Saturn is about to move into Aries in May, to cross the, at the moment Saturn is in the anaretic degree of Pisces and will cross that world axis point and move into Aries, bringing about an opportunity for new beginnings to be built, literally built, to restructure our lives. For you, this is definitely twofold. I think you can restructure your life in a way that means you change almost like your relationship with yourself to a place of empowerment, of having healthy boundaries, of bringing anything in your world that isn't feeling good, bringing it to completion. Any of you, if you have been suffering from depression, any, as I said, procrastination, stuckness, any projects that haven't quite been working, you're going to bring them to a fruition. But there are clear boundaries here. There's a definite saying no to things, drawing the line around things. I wonder whether simultaneously, my lovely Tauruses, it is energetically because you can say no so firmly that somehow you are therefore available to then receive something that you have been waiting for, something you've been longing for, something you are going to love, something that can bring forth more for you, be invested in further. You know, abundance, fertility, harmony, love. Again, we have Venus sitting with the Empress. Love. I am seeing love coming to you. This is really, really exciting. I'm going to draw just a few more cards for you, my beautiful Tauruses. This is a really, really exciting month for you. However, I want to know what you need to say no to. I just want to check in. I don't want to sort of say to you, it's all going to be roses. If actually there's something, you know, what is it like to have to say no to something? You know, are you feeling just so fired up and empowered? Or are you having to navigate something? Let's ask. Maybe ask about the saying no, please. The Lovers. Now, the Lovers is a card of choice. The card of choice is also a card of maturity of choice, principally. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. This is interesting. We then have the Three of Wands. So much energy coming in, so much. This is the turning point. Okay. I think you are presented with a situation whereby you can make a very clear, it's like really quite a clear-cut choice about the way that you want something to proceed. Okay? Now, that could be a relationship. It could be a connection to someone, but it could be your relationship to your living circumstances, your relationship to your working world, your relationship to, whatever it is. You have we are in relationship with everything. I think, my lovely Tauruses, there is some kind of a relationship to something that has been a bit of a tie, or it's, as I said, it could be your relationship to food, it could be your relationship to alcohol, it could be it could be your relationship to another human being. But there is something that you can say no to, and you do it in a very mature, empowered way. You do it with awareness. You bring it to a close. And it creates a space of new possibility. That's what's really coming through here. Simultaneously with this turning point, something you desire is arriving. It could be that you bring something to a successful completion, and that completion in itself was worth the wait. However, it does unfold there's something unfolding into a space of abundance, fertility with the Empress. And with the Three of Wands, when we see the Three of Wands in a reading, it tends to suggest that you've reached a point in something whereby it really does reflect both an ending and a beginning. It's like a space where something can now move forwards. Maybe your life can now move forwards. You can move on to more abundant pastures. Or again, if this is a relationship, perhaps you say no firmly. You set the terms. It's like if you were engaged in a relationship with someone, or it could be a friend or a business partner, whatever. You say no to something, and because you say no to something, you actually, it's like you set the pace here. And, in a way, if you've been going through a bit of an endurance test within a relationship, this would be the point where you draw the line. And either that relationship completes and you move on to greener pastures, or that relationship or the way in which the relationship has been operating completes. That person stops behaving in that way and you have a fresh start. You can now move on and build something that is beautiful, abundant, fertile, lovely. So yeah, I feel there are bigger mountains for you to climb in your future, my lovely Tauruses. And I think May is a month where something reaches, as I said, or you reach a point, or where you actually do say no to something, or you complete something, you close the door. Even if something reaches a point of completion, you might actually say, I'm not renewing that contract, that wasn't working for me, or I'm only renewing it on my terms. There is something that changes, and what is then coming is absolutely worth the wait. And if for some of you this is romance, love, if that's what you're looking for, I think in the extended readings I will specifically ask about that as one of the many questions that we'll be asking. I am focusing, because of the nature of this massive turning point where Saturn moves from Pisces into Aries, because of this turning point, I am actually going to be very, very specifically asking questions about what is now coming in, what's new, what can you now build, what is dissolving, because with Neptune in Aries already things are dissolving that no longer serve us. What is dissolving, but most importantly, what are you now building? What is coming to you? What opportunities, what exciting blessings is Saturn going to bring as he crosses that 0 degrees Aries point, because this is a major turning point for humanity. However, as I said, the astrology, the astro energy is quite intense at times, so it's going to be, I think, really exciting, but nevertheless exciting. But my goodness me, what are we Very, very exciting, but possibly a bit fast paced at times. But wow, this is exciting for you, lovely Taurus. So you are welcome to join me for the extendeds if you wish to. They're on Patreon and the YouTube membership area. Also, you are very welcome to check out. I've added a video to this reading about my tarot course. It's in production, but it is now available to join. Because it's in production, it's actually at a discounted rate. So I've made a video just to tell you about it. There are reasons why I'm actually opening it up now, largely because of the upheaval in the world. So many things are changing, and I don't want to suddenly find ourselves in a position where actually, due to possible extra taxes or something, the course just suddenly has to cost more. Anyway, I have explained it all, and it's in that video. I'm putting it on the end of each of these readings, so do check it out if that's something you're interested in. If you want to learn to read cards, to a professional level, or even read cards professionally, it's entirely up to you. It's a really exciting tarot program. Anyway, I'll leave you to check it out if you are interested. It's at the end of this video. Beautiful souls, tons of love, and Taurus, I think this is exciting for you. I really, really do. And I feel as though you're going to be able to say no. It'll be a bit of a no-brainer. I don't feel it's going to be that challenging for you, which is lovely. And yeah, I shall go now and explore in the extendeds, and I will be asking about love as well, and find out what is happening for you in terms of opportunity and blessings in the month of May. So beautiful souls, tons of love to you. Thank you so much for being here. Moon Magic Super Souls, thank you so much for checking out this part of the video. I'm really, really honoured, mega excited, very humbled to be sharing with you my tarot course, which is now available and open to join. This is the Moon Magic Master Tarot Program, and this program is designed to literally teach you to read to a professional level. Whether you want to read just for yourself, or you'd like to read for others, for friends and family, or you want to literally read professionally or integrate reading into an existing career pathway. The course is designed to support you in every possible way to do this. It's been very much guided from day one. I was nudged, prompted, guided. The synchronicities were amazing to get the course started. And along the way, actually, during the creation of the course material, I was shown really clearly that the course was to mirror the evolutionary upgrade that humanity is currently involved in, where we are being lifted to higher levels of consciousness. It's been a very profound and very exciting experience. And the students who jumped on board to trial material and work with me along the way, all of them have said this is a life-changing experience. So it's very, very unique. Now, I've created a homepage with a video that tells you much more about how the course works, and the curriculum is there, and you can really find out whether this course is right for you, whether it would sing to you. So do check out that homepage. I will put the link right at the top of the description box, and also in the comment that I post beneath this video as well. But I wanted to just let you know also why I'm launching it now. Because this course really has been guided from day one, and I've sat with this and really asked whether now is the right time to launch this course. The course itself is still in production. It's completely created, but it's still in production. It's a mammoth task to create a course like this that works within an ethical framework. It's mega exciting. I'll leave you to check out that homepage to find out more. But I got a real big thumbs up that now is the right time to open the doors and welcome people in. We're going through so much upheaval. We are in the midst of this massive upgrade, and there's so much going on, and the course itself does also give you an anchor point. It connects you with a community of people who are all walking that spiritual pathway, who are all dedicated to their own personal evolutionary growth and their own contribution to the collective at large. And as I said, I have really sat with this, and I was absolutely given the thumbs up that now is the time to do this, to open the doors. There are amazing benefits actually for you if you do decide to jump on board whilst videos are still in production. I mean, there's over 300 videos in level 1 alone. Whilst some of those videos are in production, it does mean that you will be one of the first people to actually complete the course and to access this material. And there's loads of it already there, but as it sort of moves towards its completion, you'll also potentially be the first people to join level 2 and to go on and be registered on the Moon Magic Finder Reader directory, which is about creating a directory of readers who work within an ethical framework. Again, I've spoken much more about this in the video on that homepage, so do check it out if this is something that is really floating your boat. We are also, I would add, seeing a lot of volatility in the financial markets across the world. And although that's not my primary reason for launching the course now, I am very conscious that here in the UK we already pay taxes on everything that we create, whether it's goods or services. These taxes have been here forever, there's nothing new. But gosh, if we start to add additional tariffs, if something is then added to the course that could up the price yet again, at the moment we're seeing goods affected, but what if this is applied to services? I kind of really felt I wanted to open doors and create an opportunity for people to jump on board before we see any more volatility in the financial markets. It's not my main reason for launching the course now, but it certainly prompted me to really look at this and seek guidance. Is now the right time to open the doors? And I got a resounding thumbs up. So beautiful souls, do check out the course if this is something that is potentially singing to you. Thank you for being here on the Moon Magic Tarot channel, whether this is the weekly tarot channel, the monthly tarot channel, just thank you for being you. Thank you for following readings, whether they are mine or other people's, because, if you're doing this kind of stuff, you are walking that pathway, that evolutionary pathway of growth, and, you're holding the light. We are light beings, and we are here to enable humanity to grow lighter and to live lighter, to see things differently, to do things differently, to be different, to live differently. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for just for being you, for supporting the channel and for supporting all tarot channels. And if this is singing to you, check it out. Otherwise, regardless, I hope to see you again really, really soon here on my channel. And thank you for being you. Thank you for listening. Tons of love.